Hello, Laurent from Athens, and thank you very much for your time. I know you have a lot of things in your mind. And congratulations, of course, for the SIACA Awards next week in Rome.
Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to ask you, how do you explain all those unique skills and the fact that in your age, you have a great knowledge and great skills, as I said, that can compete with those of other, even renowned scientists?
It's a bit hard to say, because what I actually just do is when I study and so forth, I just take a book or whatever is needed for the course, and then I read it, and then I do the exercise, and then I'm ready. It goes very fast, so I don't know why, but I just feel like myself. It's a bit hard to say. Yes, it's a bit hard to say.
Since when do you study this hard, and you have understood that you have a tendency to learn all those things? From which age did you understand that you can learn so many things so easily?
I never saw that of myself. I always my father and my mother can explain it better from my from the beginning of my school.
Yes.
But yes, I actually began to understand it when all the cameras were in my classroom, and I thought, maybe I'm really special. So it's a bit hard to say from my side, but my parents, yes.
Lauren, I read in an interview of you that your goal is to give to humanity, it's, let's say, holy grail, to give immortality to humanity.
Yes.
How will you achieve that?
What I'm trying to do now is, first of all, you could see it, I think, as a very large puzzle, right? And what I'm doing now is, and all the pieces of the puzzle are different studies. And what I'm now trying to do is to look at all of them, studying all of the different studies.
Yes.
And obtaining the knowledge from those studies. And for example, one of the studies I just did was physics, especially quantum physics. And now I'm also gonna going to further with my master's degree in physics, because in the bachelor they give you a sort of basis of everything in physics, but in the master they give all the details, and I am now busy with the masters because I also want to know all the details. And but then then of course a PhD, like always. And also then I can do different studies, for example, medicine and other studies. And then I will try, and maybe when I have all those studies, then there are certain links I can put between the different studies, yes? And so combine the knowledge of the different studies. And then I get maybe new insights, and then I think I can work towards immortality.
How do you imagine this immortality? How do you imagine it? Immortality so that we will not die? How do you imagine immortality?
In my view, I imagine it's something like that we will be partially robotic and partially humans. It's something like a cyborg type of thing. Yes?
Yeah, a cyborg. So humans will use mechanic body parts. We will live with mechanic body parts, and our cells won't die. Do I understand it right? Because we will use mechanic body parts. This is your idea?
Yes, using mechanical body parts, yes.
but maybe if humans become more cyborg, maybe do you think that we will not be so human after all if we use a lot of mechanic body parts? Maybe it won't be us, it won't be me and you like we are now, with our head, with our arm, and like that. Have you thought about that?
I think one of the biggest problems has to do with consciousness. So if you still have consciousness and you replace all the rest with body parts, I don't think that would be a problem anymore.
That's the question. Laurent, you told me that that physics is the basis of everything, right?
Yes.
I want to ask you about quantum mechanics and the reason that you are so interested in this field of science. Okay, this is the base of everything, but do you believe that especially quantum physics, it can change our whole perspective that we have for the world today? Do we have a lot of more of things to learn about quantum physics?
Yeah, for example, there are already some articles that I have read which are talking about quantum consciousness. Yes, for example, combine so the origin of consciousness. So those, for example, research fields, I think that will be useful for immortality. So that's why I'm studying quantum physics.
Do you want to tell me more about quantum consciousness? How would you define quantum consciousness?
It is still actually an active field of research, so it's a bit hard to explain.
Laurent, you told me that you want to combine a lot of fields of science. What Aristotle did, what Leonardo da Vinci did, the combination of many sciences. You told me physics, and you also told me medicine. What else do you think is important for you to know so that you can be so that you can know so many things so as to achieve immortality? Medicine, physics, and what else?
Medicine, physics, chemistry, also electroengineering, because of course you need mechanical body parts. Yes, a lot of different studies, but those are my first, the first ones. Yes.
Okay. So you have finished school, right? And you're now in the university.
Yes, and I already completed the bachelor degree.
You completed the bachelor. So your goal, you told me in the beginning, you're gonna do another master and the doctorate. Yeah. Especially in which fields are you gonna do that?
First, now I'm busy with the physics field, so that's why I'm also going to complete my master's in physics, and I will do a PhD in physics, where Antwerp will something be like my home base, and I will cooperate with other universities.
Okay. In which university? I read that you're gonna go to England, to University of England.
I actually, I got a lot of offers, but I don't want to talk about those.
Okay.
It's a bit.
So, Laurent, I would like to ask you, what do you like to do in your leisure time? Do you have any favorite hobbies?
Yes, I have a lot of favorite hobbies. Like, for example, before Corona, of course, because Corona made everything a bit more complicated. But before Corona, my hobbies were karting, go-karting.
Go-kart, yes.
And also playing games with my friends, hanging out with my friends.
What kind of games?
For example, Among Us and Fortnite, Minecraft. Those kind of games, and of course watching movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any favorite movie?
Yes, Marvel movies I like a lot.
Marvel.
Yes.
Marvel. Okay.
So yes, and actually now with Corona, it's a bit different, but I actually always wake up at 11 o'clock, so it's Spanish Mediterranean times. But then I just yes wait until the other kids are from school, which is frequently around 4 o'clock. And then they also yes, and if they don't have homework, because I think they give to the other children a lot of homework, but when their homework is done, and then I chat with them and then say, are you free? And then we can game together online, or for example watch movies together.
I believe you used to finish your homework much earlier than the other children, right? One more question. How do your teachers back when you were in the school react when they realized that that you're so fast in learning? What did they say to you and to your parents?
I didn't really notice that they were. I think they were surprised, but I didn't really focus on it, so I don't really know how they reacted on it.
So, Laurent, you're being awarded next week in Rome, in the Vatican, in the SIACA Awards. What does this prize mean for you?
It means a lot for me, because for me it's much more important to receive a prize in the Vatican than a Nobel Prize, because look, a lot of scientists they are working towards, for example, a Nobel Prize for physics, chemistry, or a Nobel Prize, yes, but for me actually it's very important to receive a prize in the Vatican on holy ground. So it's a bit yeah, I find it very special, and actually then I could actually say my journey is a bit over. Already receive an important award. So.
Especially in the Vatican. Okay, if I could bet my money on something, I would bet that someday you will also take a Nobel Prize. Laurent, thank you very much for this discussion.
No problem.
It was perfect meeting you, and yes. I wish you all the best to all your studies and to your goals.
Thank you.